Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Discriminating Gamer. You know, I recently performed Hamlet on a stage made out of dictionaries. It's a play on words. Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about the game accessory ÜberStax. So, ladies and gentlemen, if you're like me, you play a lot of board and card games. And also, if you're like me, you know that when you play a lot of games, particularly these bigger real estate hog games, you're always concerned about space. Well, I got to tell you, I was super excited to learn about ÜberStax. Now, Ray, my good friend Ray, he actually was telling me that he had had some of these ÜberStax and they sounded fantastic. I reached out to the good people at ÜberStax and they sent me a sampling of some of these ÜberStax to use in some of my games. Now, what this is, essentially, they are ways to hold your cards. They're kind of card holders, but you can plug in the numbers that you need in order to form various rows. A standard one here comes with 6. You stack them together, you punch them in, and then you get 6 beneath them for a base, and you've got this great little stack. Of course, you can do less, and if you have more ÜberStax, you can just plug them in and use more. So you have this great card standing system. So this system works great when you want to have those cards visible to you all the time. You don't want to be able to just, be constantly searching for a card. You can just look and, oh, there it is, and you can read it. It's great. Very few games actually come with kind of card holders. So ÜberStax is great. As I say, it works really well when you are playing games that take up a lot of real estate. And I really like the fact, too, that there are some games that I play where I'm maybe playing 2 characters, and it's a great way for keeping my items separate. And what's great too is, as I say, you've got like the one row, but you can actually plug them in to build multiple rows, build it multiple high with more ÜberStax at the bottom to level it out. And that way you can just pick from whatever you want from the various rows of cards you have. It is a super system that I really like. I've used it now in several games. I'm going to make this a permanent addition to my tabletop for many of my games that have a lot of cards in them. So, recommendation for the discriminating gamer for ÜberStax is buy it. Thank you once again for joining us today on the Discriminating Gamer. As always, we ask you to please leave a comment for us here on YouTube, on Board Game Geek, on our Facebook page, or on thediscriminatinggamer.com. We ask you to please like us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and follow us on Twitter. I'd also ask you, ladies and gentlemen, to please check out my other channel, that is Cody Carlson, PhD, where we talk about military history, books on history, fun things like that. I even post some of my lectures from some of my classes on that channel. Please check that out and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. Please also give us a thumb on Board Game Geek for this video. And if you really do appreciate what we do in this channel, I'd ask you to humbly go ahead and click on the Super Thanks button and leave a tip. You know, ladies and gentlemen, I recently bought a new pair of shoes, but one of them isn't right.
Please somebody help me on my feet again, and I don't know where I'm going, and I don't know where I've been. Please somebody help me on the solid ground. It's a long time, and I've been dying. Once a year I wind up in the band. God knows that I love to fight.
Look in the camera, Margaret. Look.
Thank you for ruining my daddy's life.